they really, the highlighted bits rather than a post so much. I mean, for in my case anyway. Yeah, that kind it was just people are ready to start. I think,
I
there's so
really,
much noise out there about health and wellness, and people need help and they need a metabolic boost rather than suppressing metabolism. So that's what I talk a lot about anyway. Um, and I think, we need to kind of stand pretty strong on what we've got. We have a very powerful product. All the products are wonderful. And, I think it's just when you get the in with the GLP-3, then all the other products can follow as well. And people want to do a little bit of, supplement stacking because they, have stressful lives and things like that. And that all impacts, yeah, your metabolism and your health. So that's kind of where it's at.
yeah, well, that's beautiful. I'm so glad that you're inspiring so many people with your knowledge and your wisdom around peptide therapy and metabolic health and how all the products play such a great part in that. Also, thank you for the tip on sharing with everyone that you have been seeing a lot of success in stories and reels versus in lives versus doing just traditional posts as well. And I wanted to see if your sponsor, Mari Maleo, would like to chime in here. I know you guys have been working closely together as well and doing a lot of great social media content. Mari, would you share a little bit about Sarah's run and how you guys did that together?
Good morning, everyone. Sure, would absolutely love to. Yeah, so Sarah and I have been working closely together. She's just full of knowledge. She's super smart, super savvy, so much fun to work with. We have a lot of fun together. And so we've been doing Wellness Wednesdays each week in our town at a coffee shop. And just even if people don't show up, you guys, like it doesn't even matter. Like we're still working. And and people don't know that they're not showing up, right? So we're putting it out there and we're putting it on social. And then what's happening is people are messaging us and saying, sorry, couldn't make it. However, I have a friend, or, can you help me here? Or can you help me there? So yeah, Sarah just she just did this very organically, but yet intentionally, if that makes sense. So she really she shares everything that she knows, and she knows a lot, and she really truly wants to help people, and it shows. She shares with a lot of authenticity, and I think that that is very powerful. So I'm really excited for Sarah. This is just the beginning. The best is yet to come. We did have a great time celebrating this weekend with our husbands. We went out. It was super fun. Yeah, so really big deal. I'm really excited. So thank you so much.
And
Beautiful.
I obviously want to thank you as well, Mari and Adrian and Nicole. But Mari, yes, we've just had the best time, so many laughs, and yeah, and so many times we would just throw our hands up, and Mari's great, which is saying just up to God now. Like we've done everything we can, just putting it out to the universe, and then floods of emails and posts come back, and yeah, just life surprises us. So it has been so super fun, and can't wait for the next level. Let's go.
Oh my gosh. I love hearing that. Yeah. And I know that this is like it's not your first rodeo in network marketing and you've had other organizations that you've built in the past prior. And so we're really truly honored to have you be a part of three and to have had said yes to three. So thank you for wearing the three hat and sharing with so many of us today. Just really like your passion, enthusiasm, and wisdom around this. And I love that you said we're having fun. And I always say, if you're not having fun, you're probably not doing it right. Because on some level, you guys, this is a wild, crazy business. Like, think about it. We make millions of dollars off of a lot of people doing a little bit of work, a little bit of work. And anyone that recruits over three people is truly, you guys are a rock star. Like you are. And so to be able to go out and put intention behind that recruitment, where you're engaging and you're presenting and you're following up and you're being consistent in your follow-up, which by the way is our topic today. We're going to talk about follow-up and posturing. But it just makes such a difference. So the fact that you guys are all on here on a Monday, learning and growing together and being able to listen to success stories like Dr. Sarah Frio becoming three-star, there really is no greater feeling, right? A win for one is a win for us all. And it just means that we're doing the right things. We're plugged in. All right. Do we have any other new people on today? Anyone new that we can welcome or anyone that needs to be welcomed or recognition for rank advancement from another team leader? Anybody?
We're really close. Amanda Ammons in Georgia
Yeah.
is super close, like 20 CV, Adrian, from 1 star.
Oh my
She
gosh.
literally like I'm so grateful for you, Adrian, by the way. Like,
Yeah,
um, you did a Zoom with her the other day, with Lisa, and Lisa joined and all of that. So thank you.
of
But
course.
yeah, Amanda is really close to 1 star, and then she's not far behind. I checked numbers this morning. She's like close to 3 star, 86%. Like it's
Wow.
close. It's like right there.
Yeah, she's so cute. And I always tell people this. I'm like, send me a picture of your dial. I need to see the dial and I need a pic of your visual tree and I'll tell you exactly what you need to do next. So, but I love it. I love working with your team, Jessica. You're such a great team leader as well. And I adore Amanda and her husband. And I'm excited about Lisa, who she's bringing on board. And honestly, you guys, and Jessica, thank you so much for all your consistency in the Kansas City area. I just like I watch what you're doing in that Kansas City beauty group, and I'm so grateful for you. Like for all the
Oh,
events
thank
you
you.
put together, you're doing an event at your home. I mean, and I know you're
Yeah.
busy, 2 young kids, working a job, and you find time to fit this in. And so I love the way that you're building. I just want to give you a little bit
Oh,
of
thank
feedback
you. Thank
around
you.
that. Yeah,
Yeah,
very
I
grateful
this weekend
for
I
everything.
booked an event for my house. I mean, we leave tomorrow for Mexico. Like I could find all the excuses not to, but it got me to get my house clean before I left for my trip. It got me to get up and like if you don't set a date, then you don't have anything to work towards. So I set a date. I knew that Saturday morning we were out of school. I knew it was the first day of spring break for our kids and families around us. And I invited all of them, neighbors, teachers I work with at the school, families at the fun fair. I handed out actual flyers, church. Um, we'll talk more about that later, but um, yeah, so like I just kept going. I just kept inviting, and then it was a really special day for me. Like my grandma, she's in heaven now, but it was her birthday. So I always feel like she's always with me. I just a lot of blessing during that time, and I wanted to celebrate it, not, feeling down because I miss her, right? Like I wanted to have some celebration. And so from my team, Cecilia came and Miranda came. And literally like I believe we really give people hope and something positive to look forward to in the hardest moments for them. So whether it's you that's having a hard moment or they're having a hard moment or hiccup in life, like you literally are helping give people hope and giving them an amazing community to be around. So
Right.
there's so much more that's going to happen in Kansas City. This is just like the beginning of it.
Mhm.
Um, and I offered it on Zoom too, so like virtual and in person, because I always believe like, I mean, if you're going to invite, you might as well just invite people, right?
Mhm.
So I did both. And then even today, I was like, my house is still clean and my stuff is still set up from the event, right? Like everything's still set up. Like all I have to do is pour some kinetic in a bottle of water. And I'm ready to go, right? Like it's so easy for the setup for a party at your house.
Mhm.
I'm like, I might as well just like go ahead and have one today too. Like just invite people. Like, so I'll put it in the messenger group for the moms and the families at our school. But I set a date on Adrian's calendar because I'm like, if I set a date and time, then I'll start working towards that and start inviting people. But if I don't set a day and time, if I wait till I get back from Mexico in a week,
Mhm.
then I'm not going to do anything for a week. Like
Right.
I've got to do something today.
Right. Oh, I
So,
love that you said that. Doing something every single day. Yeah. Well,
yep.
you are just your shining example right now. So I just wanted to say thank you so much. I love that your house is clean and you have a reason to invite people over to hang out. I just love it. So I love the way that you fit it in. It's really great. You're not waiting for things to be perfect or, totally, but you're just like, let's go, let's go, let's do it. So I love that. All right. Go ahead, Freda. Thank you. Go ahead.
Thank you. Good morning. We have a brand new 2 star on
Yay.
this morning, and that's Susan Lilly, and who will have 2 new 3 stars very soon because they're very close as well. So, congratulations to Susan. Thank you.
Yay. Well, congratulations to Susan. Yes, that's awesome, you guys. Congratulations. Yeah, thank you for sharing that, Freda. All right, you guys. Well, I just want to say, I'm really proud of every single one of you for being on this call, and for showing up for you and your teams on a regular, consistent basis. And it's so fun to be able to shout out team members who are close to their next rank or at their rank. And every single one of us is working towards that next step, right? And it all comes down to, do we have a list that we're working off of? Do we have a list of people we're working with? Have we sent them information, right? Have we presented to them in some way? Have we sent them a link? Have we invited them to an event? Have they viewed a pre-recorded Zoom call? Have they joined or attended a live Zoom call? However, we're getting the story told is a presentation, right? Whether you're sitting at a coffee shop one-on-one, or you're over a Zoom call, or you're sending a pre-recorded link, we're presenting. And then there's this last and yet very important piece about following up, right? And making sure that we're following up, that we're doing it with conviction and posture and clarity, and that we're doing it in a way where they feel like they're being introduced and included into a community, into a culture, and into a way of life, right? With our products, and with our opportunity to earn additional income. A lot of people do get started because they're looking for additional income. A lot of people get started because they're looking to have better health and wellness in their life. Most people will stay for both, because they've had a result or because they've earned a small paycheck. So it's about getting people ticked across that line, right? There's these lines, there's like thresholds in the business. The first one is, have I reached out? Have I connected? The second one is, have they seen enough information that they feel confident to get started, right? And the third piece is actually getting them started and launching them and inviting them into the community and really allowing them to be plugged in, because none of us are available 100% of the time for every single person we enroll. It's important that you plug people into the team. Case in point, this team call. Case in point, being able to plug into the team calendar and having the next step, the next resource. First things first, though, of course, sending the welcome letter when they get started. So I wanted to share with you guys a little bit about the art of the close. And I don't have any pretty slides today. I wish I did. But I really just want to share with you guys and impress upon you that there's a couple things that can happen when we're talking about this particular skill. And don't get me wrong, it actually is a skill. So good news, every single one of us can get better at this all the time, myself included, right? So it's really an art. It can be a little bit of an art form, the art of the close. Who are really great closers? Freda is a great closer. Nicole Barone is an excellent closer. I'm just calling a few people out where it's like they're able to just like, you almost don't even know you're being closed. Does that make sense? I would say Astrid's a really great closer. Shannon Schmidt, you don't even know what's coming, and next thing you know, your credit card's like been charged $5,000. Like, I mean, you guys, I'm telling, and I say that lovingly because she has created enough value that they're like, oh yeah, I'm ready to get started in a business with you today, right? So there's a few people that I feel like have really developed the art of the close, and I would say that those are some of them. Of course, I think Craig Easley does a good close as well. So remember this, where there is clarity, there is confidence. And you guys hear me say that a lot of times, right? But confident people follow up because they know the value in what they're offering, right? So sometimes I think when we talk about the secret ingredient, or if there was a tip to ensure promptness, right? When it comes to the art of the close, I want to make it more about that you understand that the secret ingredient, if you will, in this recipe for closing, and what makes follow-up so powerful is posture, right? Is posture. And before we dive fully into this, I just want to ask you guys a quick question, just a quick engagement. Drop a number in the chat if you can for how many follow-ups you've already done this last week. So I think I did 12 and had one enroll, FYI. That's my personal number from last week. Does anyone know how many follow-ups they did last week? Just drop the number in the chat. We're going to come back to that later, okay? And it could be one, and that's okay, right? One's better than none. And if it was zero and you want to be accountable, put zero in the chat. That's totally fine, okay? But I just like to see that. I like to see how many people have we following up with. We get in here real quick, you guys utilizing the chat. 15, Nicole. Woo! Sherry Lynn, 20. Lena, 35 and 2 enrolled. 2 are coming. Oh my gosh, yes, this is perfect. Debbie, 1. Cindy, 8. Sarah Frio, 6. Mari, 12. Craig, Where are you, Craig? 8. Michelle Inusa, 15. Carmen, 2. Marcia, 4 and 1 enrolled. Perfect. Okay. Sky, 14. Mailing, 5. The reason I'm asking this is because there's kind of an art to this. Some are ghosting me. I get it. I do. I get it. Haley, 18. Kelly King, 1. Frida, 15. 1 enrolled. A new Hong Kong BA. Way to go, Michelle. Woo-woo. I love it. That's awesome. So excited for you guys. And I know a lot of you guys have a lot of follow-ups to do. Like I popped by an event this weekend with one of my local reps, Bridget, and she has 12 people to follow up with. So we've been working on that together. CJ 12, Tony 3, Bobby 20, because we chatted over. Yeah, perfect. Okay, you guys, this is so good. Good news. Good news. I love seeing all this. I really do. It tells me who's working, but also it tells me how many people you're actually reaching out to have to do that many follow-ups. So really, really exciting. And remember, and this is something that we're going to talk about batting average, and this is why we're talking about the art of the close. I want you to take some notes today. I'm going to say some things that might stick out to you. Whatever sticks out to you is probably perfect for what you need to incorporate to make your close even better. So we used to say for every 10 people that you talk to, right, 2 will recruit. For every 10, 2 recruit. We also have the follow-up tracker form where we say if you connect with 30, you call 30 or text 30 or message 30 or email 30 to take a look at a presentation, whether that's live or recorded or in person, 15 will say yes to taking a look, half, 50% say yes, and 6 enroll. So for some of you guys, they're like, I've reached out to 30. Some need to be nurtured a little bit more to get at least 6 out of the 30 to enroll. Are you with me? Just being fully accountable, fully transparent. So let's talk about the art of the close here and some posturing tips that can help you guys out. Most people need 5 to 12 exposures before deciding, before saying yes to 3. And most distributors quit after 1 or 2. So that means that you might say to me today, I'm going to reach out to 35 or 10 or 2, and the 2 isn't enough. Because why? I mean, it's just, right? Basic math. It's just numbers. Because a lot of you guys, somebody will say no, and you'll stop following up after the first or second follow-up. I've done it. I get it. Like we're like on to the next, right? And that's why it's so important to have a running list, whether you have that, in numbers or, Excel, or you have it written out or handwritten out. Either way is fine with me. I hate chasing pieces of paper around. I also like to go back through my messenger chat and see who I messaged prior and come back in and send them a quick voice note. But either way, 5 to 12 exposures is the name of the game. And most of us are quitting after 2 follow-ups. It's not enough. It's just not enough. So people aren't actually rejecting you. That's not a real thing. They're not really rejecting you. It's your perception, right? Perception is key. It's king. It holds the value. So we need to let go of that perception that we're annoying people or not being professional or chasing because we're trying to do more than 1 to 2 follow-ups. You got to hit 5 to 12 to get a real response. So people are not rejecting you. They're processing information, and they're probably doing it a little bit slower than you even think. If they're like ready and they're on it, you're like, ooh, I've got a D and an I personality. I've got somebody who's direct. I've got somebody who's influential, and they're ready to rock. They've already taken a look at the information. They're not waiting to thinking about getting started. That's not everybody, right? So they're processing information. So following up is not chasing. It's reminding them of an opportunity that they were asked to view. It's reminding them of an opportunity that they were asked to see and take a look at. It was reminding them of an opportunity for better health in their life, right? Okay. So we are reminding people we're very good tour guides. There's no such thing as chasing. Get that out of your head right now. Just delete. I don't chase people. I allow people to process information. We educate, they decide, we support. What is support? What is support? Continued education in everything that we do. Just like you go to school to be a nurse and you have to have CE credits, guess what? You have to have CE credits in network marketing. You want to know why? Because none of us are ever done. We're never done here. So that's why we plug it into the team. That's why we're on this call as well. All right, so we're reminding them to take a look at an opportunity, product, or event that's coming up. What's posturing really mean? Okay, because I want you to understand that posture is actually a leadership mindset. Posture means you can pull back. You don't require the sale. You don't need the sale. It would be nice, but you're fully present because you don't need the sale. You're listening to them. But that doesn't mean that you're not confident. You're confident in what you're offering. I believe that 3 is the best network marketing company around. I really do. I believe we have the most lucrative compensation plan. I believe we have science-backed products that deliver results that help people in every aspect of their life. And I really believe in letting people choose without pressure. So when I'm sitting in front of somebody, the best conversations are the ones that are about them, the person in front of me. And I'm just there with confidence in my offer, right? Letting people choose what they want to start with without pressure. And you guys hear me say that all the time. You very rarely hear me do a hard close where I'm like, and if you don't come in with the big pack, there's something wrong with you. No, I don't do that. I'm like, get in where you fit in. You'll hear me say that. Get in where you fit in. What's in your budget? Do you feel you have enough information to get started today? Right? You'll hear me say things like that. If you were to pick a pack of products to start with, which one stands out to you the most? Right? If time and money were not an object, where would you want to get started with this? If you could see yourself earning additional income with 3, is there a particular pack that you feel would be of benefit to you? Because people will start with what you start with, right? So posture is when people feel that you're excited about what you have, but you'll be just fine whether they say yes or no. So when panic comes into a conversation, when you're in front of a room or you're in front of a person or a one-on-one and you're going to close the deal and you've got the enrollment form out in front of you and you're like, sometimes I'll be like, circle the pack that interests you the most. I'd love to give you some additional information on it. Well, in this pack, this is what you save. In this pack, this is what you get, right? This is what you're purchasing. You're going to get this many months of XYZ for this price, right? So posture is when you're excited, but you'll be just fine whether they say yes or no. You've detached from the outcome. Are you with me? Now, I have an expectation that they're going to enroll, but I've detached from how it's going to look. I haven't made up a story. I haven't hallucinated how the conversation's going to go yet. So I'm able to be very present in front of that person. So desperation repels. We do not work in desperation. This entire team, the reason you're the fastest growing team in the entire company is because you're not desperate. None of you are desperate. Say, I'm not desperate. Okay? All right. I work from inspiration. I do not work out of desperation. I am taking inspired action. When I follow up with people, it's because I'm inspired to do so. When somebody's name comes to mind, it's because I have been prompted to reconnect and remind them of why I reached out. Are you with me? Okay. So that's posturing, working from inspiration, not desperation. Posturing attracts. Inspiration is a very attractive. Have you ever got, okay, this is so funny. Has anyone ever, go back to your dating years, okay? You're in your dating years for a second. You're dating, okay? You're going on lots of dates. You know, Craig's taking out lots of hot girls, right, in Georgia. There's lots of, he's dating, okay? And all of a sudden he picks one. And he's like, oh my gosh, I'm so in love. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I'm so in love with, I don't know, Laura. Okay. I'm so in love with Laura. And then all of a sudden, all the other girls that rejected him in the past now want him, right? Like, oh, Craig's dating Laura? Whoa, he looks so happy. Did you see he looks so happy. And now all of a sudden, because he's happy and engaged, right? Now all the other girls are like, whoa, that's attractive. The same energy, I know this is hanging here with me. The same energy happens when you detach from the outcome because now he's detached. He doesn't need all the other girls. He's picked one. Are you with me? So, okay, so what happens when you detach from the outcome, okay, when you detach from this one particular person making or breaking your business, because that's way too much pressure. That's way too much pressure on one person, right? You're going to come in and we're going to partner and it's going to be game over and I'll never have to recruit again, right? Probably not. Probably not the case. Okay. All right. So what's going to happen is your happiness, your enthusiasm, your inspiration, your willingness to receive. Okay. If you're open for business, you're open for business. Some of you guys are closed for business and you don't even know it. because you're working on this next thing and you're trying to hold it and contain it. And are you with me? So when you release, when you allow, when you let go, when you go with the flow, when you work from inspiration and you're just out there being happy and sharing what you have and you're excited whether they say yes or no and nothing's really getting to you, nothing's really bothering you, you're not like getting mad and like, I can't believe she didn't order the big pack, right? None of that's going through your mind. You're like just there, okay? You're present, fully present. That's the kind of posturing we want to see. That is what's the most attractive state because like he's not desperate looking for a woman, right? He got Laura, right? So all of a sudden it's like everyone around him is like, whoa, that's so attractive, right? Because he's just chill now. He's like relaxed, he's happy, he's just living his life, he's in the flow. Does that mean he doesn't want to go hang out with Becky? No, he'll bring Laura to go hang out with Becky, right? Because that's what they do now. They're friends, everyone's copacetic. Are you with me? Okay. So, all right, you need to be in that same dating energy. You're dating, you're out there, but you're just so confident in what you have to offer that like whether you pick Laura or Laura's like breaks up with you or whatever, like you're chill. You're so cool. You're just like, I'm okay no matter what. I'm going to be fine whether they say yes, no, maybe so. And because you're in that energy, that is the most attractive energy. All right, let me give you some examples of weak posturing versus a postured approach. So you might come in and say, hey, did you see the video? What did you think? Are you interested? And some of you guys might be, well, what's wrong with that, Adrianne? Like, why? What's wrong with those questions? Right? Hey, did you see the video? What did you think? Are you interested? Versus, hey, I'm curious, that link I sent you, what stood out to you the most? That's sexy, right? That's a little sexier than, hey, what'd you think? I almost never, 100% of the time, never would ask somebody what they think because I can tell you what, if somebody asked me what I thought, I have 5 million thoughts going through my head at once. Don't ask me what I think. Ask me what I like. Ask me what excites me the most about what I just saw, right? That's a different level of posturing. So that is much more attractive than, did you see the video? Hey, did you see that video yet I sent you? No, it's curious. What stood out to you the most? Write that down. Hey, just curious about that link I sent you. What stood out to you the most? All right, here's another weak approach. Hey, please let me know if you want to order. Please let me know if you want to order. Are you ready to order? Please let me know if you're ready to order. I'd be happy to help. That's a little bit weak, right? What if you did, hey, would you like to start with the products or the business? Or both? Would you like to start with the products, the business, or both? Right? So why is that sexier? Because you're being very direct about exactly what it is you're looking for. You are looking for a product order, you're looking for a business partner, or you're looking for both. Again, it's about clarity in your verbiage. Words matter. Words matter when it comes, especially when it comes to the close. So would you like to start with the product, the business, or both? All right. I'm going to explain something. So posturing gives people confidence in you as a leader. So some people, and I've seen this happen, you guys have been full-time in this industry for 17 years. Two people will approach the same person. Two people will approach the same person with the same opportunity, and the most confident person wins. It's not even that they could say the same exact thing about the products, the business, or both, and the most confident person is going to win. Why? It's about that attractive state. It's about them recognizing, hey, that person's going to take me to the promised land, right? Again, if we were to go back to dating, if there's like this little guy in the corner that asks you to dance and it's just not my 20-year-olds will say, I just didn't catch the vibe, right? I didn't catch his vibe. I was not vibing with him, but I was totally vibing with that other guy, right? Like, so, because why? Because he's confident. He's confident. Okay, so there's a difference, right? Are you with me? Okay, so let's step into a 3-part close. I'm going to teach a 3-step close. Write this down. Okay, I'll put it in here. The first step is ask a curiosity question. This will reveal where their interest is. And I already told it to you, so you may already have it written down. Step 1, What stood out to you the most? What did you like the most? What gets you excited about what I just shared? Okay, so those are curiosity questions. Step one, ask a curiosity question. Step two, we want to address the real objection. Everyone has something. Most objections are time, money, fear, and overthinking. Time, money, fear, and overthinking. So when you say somebody's ghosting me, it's going to be that something about those four things is going through their head. Time, money, fear, and overthinking. So your job and the art of the close is to be confident enough to ask more questions, right? What, if anything, is holding you back from getting started today? Right? Do you see yourself doing this part-time or full-time? Is there a particular day that you're waiting on to get started? Does anyone know why I would ask that question? Because most people get paid bi-weekly or monthly. So if they're not using a credit card, or if their credit card's maxed out, or they're having some financial issues, I'm not going to give up on them because they probably want to get started. I just want to know what day to call them back. What day's payday? Without sounding crass, right? You're asking, is there a better day this month for you to get started, or this week for you to get started? Is there a better day for you to get started this week? Is there a better day I could take your order? What day should I call you back on, right? Okay. Have you ever tried anything like this before? Why would I ask that question? Well, my Uncle Bob was in Amway and he got screwed over so many times. It's like, I don't see myself doing this. You know, nobody makes money in that. Did you like my accent? That's my Texas accent. Right? Fear. Fear. Is this going to be the same thing that screwed my uncle over? I don't know, Bob. Is it? You tell me. Right? So there's going to be some things you have to overcome. We have an incredible overcoming objections in the scripts for life on ourlegacymakers.com. If somebody wants to find that on ourlegacymakers.com and put it in the chat, I'd be so grateful. But it's called overcoming objections. Okay. All right. So let's teach this real quick. All right. Step two, address the real objection. It's either time, money, fear, or overthinking. If you haven't answered one of those questions, chances are you're probably not selling the biggest packs. You're probably selling one bottle at a time because you're not digging deep enough. You can't build $1 million business one bottle at a time. I mean, you can, but it's going to take a long time, right? We don't want to take forever to become millionaires in 3 or six-figure earners in 3. So what if you just acknowledged the issue, related to it, and did a redirect? ARR. Acknowledge, relate, redirect. So for example, somebody like Bob might say, you know, hey, my uncle didn't make any money in Amway, so I'm scared to start this as a business, even though I see the opportunity in front of me. Listen, I totally understand. But if I was you, I would just start out where you feel comfortable, and I'd be happy to work with you. And as we move through this opportunity, I'd love to show you all the ways this is different from that, right? Or somebody might say to me, I don't think I can order the big pack of products because my husband will just, oh my gosh, he will kill me if I put $1,000 on the credit card today. Listen, I totally understand. Most people start small just to experience it for themselves, and that's okay too. If you require your husband's permission for the big pack, why don't you open an account today, and then you and I can talk to him together to see if he feels comfortable allowing you to purchase the big pack. Just hit it, nail on the head, man. Like, just hit it right with her. She's waiting for you to hold her hand and guide her through that process. And unfortunately, most women have to ask permission. It's okay. Just acknowledge it, right? Okay. And most women, by the way, how many of you, and just by raising hands, have ever said that? You can make the decision. You're just using that as an excuse. Anybody? Oh my gosh. How many times have I blamed a significant other for why I need to check my schedule? Let me talk to Scott. I have to check my schedule. I'm so sorry. I need a second chance to I need to look over my calendar one more time. I need to ask if it's okay for me to spend that kind of money. It's the best excuse. It really is. It's okay. And women, I understand. Like, and men, you know what? Men do the same thing. I really need to talk to my wife. I really, before I make this big decision, I really need to talk to my wife. It's okay. You guys just know, just take it for what it is. It's all right. That doesn't mean we don't give up. We're like, oh my gosh, I'd be happy to speak with your wife. I would love to jump on a Zoom call and share with her more about what we have. What does she do for a living? Get really interested. What does she do? Oh, she's a nurse? Oh my gosh. No wonder you're considering doing the big pack, because if you guys both tried these products and had a great experience, you might actually be able to share this with other people and it might really help them. Right? Do you see how paint the picture, paint the story, paint a big vision? And all right, I know I'm kind of going over time here. I totally understand. Most people start small just to experience it for themselves. Okay, so acknowledge, relate, and then redirect. So, or you can do the 3 F's: feel, felt, found. Listen, Rachel, I know how you feel. I felt the same way. But what I found is that when I actually approached XYZ with this opportunity, they also got excited. So I knew I needed to have my own business account. I couldn't wait to have my own personal story on the products because I already had friends asking about the GLP-3. So you need to open your own account today and order whatever products you can afford. We can upgrade later if that makes more sense for you. But let's get your $30 account set up. We'll get your products ordered, and let me teach you how to share this with your girlfriends. It's so easy. Right now, this is the first time in 17 years it's plug and play. We have this text to close script I can send you. We can copy it. And then once you have your account and you have your own links in it, you can start sharing those right away. Because why would you wait? Because listen, we know the product works, but your body is different from Jessica's body. So she wants to have the same opportunity you had today. Just let's share the information with her and let her decide, right? I'm not a fortune teller, and neither are you. So you can't make a decision for her yet. All you can do is share the information with her. You guys with me? I know how you feel. I felt the same way. What I found is blank. What the opposite is, what the redirect is. Okay, step 3 of the 3-part close. Invite the decision. Invite the decision. What does that even mean? Like, why would she say invite the decision? All right, because every single one of you needs to give a clear option for getting started. A very clear option for getting started. 3 questions to ask. Do you want to start wholesale or retail? Do you want to start wholesale or retail? That is a very clear question. Would you like to save money on the products or buy at full cost? That's what you're asking when you ask that. Do you want to start wholesale or retail? All right. Would you like to try a bottle or start with a pack? Would you like to try a bottle or start with a pack? Ask you guys. Does it make more sense for you to save money ordering in bulk in a pack? Or does it make more sense for you to order at the highest cost individually? That's what you're asking. Would you like to try a bottle or start with a pack? Okay, should we get your account set up now? Should we get your account set up now? Can I help you open your account right now? If I made it easy for you to open your account right now, would you be ready to get started? Where would you like your product shipped? What credit card do you want to use? You guys, those are the first 2 questions I ask. What address do you want your product shipped to? What credit card are you putting this on? What's your email? Where do you want your confirmation email sent to? Where would you like your confirmation email sent to? Why would I say that? Because the next thing I'm going to give her is assurances. In our team, you get a welcome letter from the company congratulating you on opening your account, and then you'll get a personal welcome letter from me to engage with the team for best success. So they get a welcome letter from me and a welcome letter from the company. 2 reassurances. Why would I do that? CYA, cover my booty. I am blowing and going. If I'm recruiting 4 to 5 people a week and they're ordering from 1 bottle to 3 bottles to big packs, everybody gets the same system. Everybody gets a welcome letter because I don't know who's going to rise. I don't know which cream is rising to the top yet. I only know that they've made an order and they need to be plugged in. And I don't want to go back and explain Smart Chip if the welcome letter does that for me. And if I come back and I say, hey, check the email I sent you, which one, from the company or you? The one from me, Becky. Okay, it's gonna go in depth on how to handle your Smart Chip girl because I ain't got no time for that. Okay, I don't. This is your account, right? Okay, so that's that. Should we get your account set up? All right. Confused people don't enroll. Clear people do. Confused people don't enroll, clear people do. That is why asking these questions, let me pop this in here, okay? Give a clear option. We're really deep diving today. Oh, I went to go text this to everybody. My goodness, I wish I had Project Broadcast back. I want Shannon's texting system back. I'm dying. Okay, sorry, Shannon. All right. I need a system for texting every single one of you. I love you and I want you guys to get information and there's been lots of chaos around that, blah, whatever. Okay, that's my one complaint today. Back to being successful at the art of the close. Okay. All right, let's get into it. Confused people don't enroll, clear people do. So ask clear, confident questions. Ask them and zip it. Don't try to fill the void. Do not try to fill the space. Do not try to overtalk or oversell. It ain't gonna work. No, not in this day and age. People want clear, concise, quick. Clear, concise, quick. Okay, so we're gonna ask some clear questions to get them to enroll. All right. So here, let me talk about some examples of some real follow-up messages. Okay. So these are messages that you'll probably find me sending. And I'll probably do it in a voice message because if they can hear my voice, that's next level. I don't have to make the phone call if they can hear my voice. Okay. Hey, just checking back in. What were your thoughts after watching the video? You might say that if they ghosted you. So the reason I'm even using the word thought in that is because I don't know why she has not gotten back to me yet. Okay. So I might use that instead. If I was really ghosted, that would be the message I would send. Here's a message for ghosting. Okay. Oops. Sorry. I don't know what I did there. I clicked on something. I was going to try to, all right. And then you'd follow up with curious what stood out the most. So you might say that, hey, just checking in back in, ... Okay. And then you're going to say all of this in a voice message. I want you to send 10 of these today. If you've got 10 people to follow up, send 10 of those. Hey, just checking back in. What were your thoughts after watching the information or whatever? Okay. All right. It says, curious what stood out to you the most. So it has to end. Oh, by the way, make sure that ends with a question, not a period. My bad. Okay. So the person with the shortest response that ends in a question wins the conversation. Okay. The person with the shortest response that ends with a question wins the conversation. So when you're following up, that's the intent. It's to elicit a response. Are you with me? So if you go in and you're like, hi, oh my goodness, I just saw that you posted that you guys were on vacation for spring break. It looks so fun. Oh my gosh, I loved it. Da, da, da. By the way, we've had a lot of people getting started lately, and I just wanted to circle back and see how, what your thoughts were. It has to end with a question. What stood out to you the most? I probably would say this, girl, I can't believe you went to the Bahamas with all 4 of your kids. Lucky you. Sounds like a great vacay. Just wanted to circle back and ask, hey, did you have a chance to take a look at that video? And if so, I need to know what stood out to you the most. Can't wait to hear. Like I might say it with that kind of enthusiasm, right? You can still put your own spin on it, but it has to end with a question. Okay, here's another one. If the timing isn't right now, no worries. I just wanted to check where you're at with this. Okay, so this would be another great one if they're ghosting you, right? Oh my gosh. And you might follow it up with this. Okay, so here, I'd ask it like this. I'd ask it like this. Do. Okay, back to you. Okay, I'd say this. If the timing isn't right, comma, right now, no worries. Wanted to check where you're at. And then I'd send, would you like me to send you a link to get started? So some people they don't want you to enroll them. They want to enroll themselves. It's totally appropriate, right? In that text to close, that's why we put the option to enroll there. All right, so professionals follow up until they get a decision. That's the whole point. Professionals follow up until they get a decision. Okay, I want you to lean into your leadership voice. So you might say something like, I don't bother people. I offer solutions. You might say something like that to yourself, right? So the person you're really selling in the morning is you first. So, maybe look in a mirror and be like, don't sell me until I've been sold. Don't sell me, right? Look in the mirror and sell yourself first. Like, would you hire you today? Right? Because the only difference between the top earners in this profession and everyone else is they follow up. They really do. That they're consistent with their message and their follow-up. They're very clear and concise. They don't bother people. They offer solutions. We are in the solution-based business. You're a broker of hope. You're offering people an opportunity to partner with you, to have better health in their life, have better wealth in their life, be able to plug into a team of people that actually have their back. You guys, literally, there's 52 of us on this call, and I feel sure that we're close enough that if I called you and said, I'm stranded, my car broke down in Canada, Michelle would come get me, right? Or Jessica, right? I for sure know if I somehow found myself, without a place to live in Jersey, that there'd be 18 girls I could call. Does that make sense? I am sure, and Priscilla is new, here, and I'm sure that just yesterday on a call with Priscilla is helping her get started. She's going qualified brand ambassador right now. She's in sailing. You guys, she does these incredible tours. You have to meet Priscilla one day. I'll have her on here when we recognize her as a 3-star. But honestly, she's like, hey, I'm going to this thing today, da da da. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that sounds beautiful. She's like, well, if you're ever out here, I'd love to have you over. I'd love to take you out. Yes, of course. That is what team is about. That doesn't happen all the time in traditional business. It doesn't. When I was in traditional business, there's very few people I would have called to have been like, hey, I need help. Does that make sense? The difference here is you really are bringing people into a community, into a culture, into a family of people that actually care about your success, your physical success, your spiritual success, your financial success. Those are all the things that we tackle together. This is a community. You're a legacy maker. You're building a legacy for you and your family, and you're not alone. Thank goodness you're not alone. Thank goodness you could call anybody on the team and ask for clarity or advice if you needed help with a follow-up. If somebody's story related to somebody you just met and you're like, oh, I need to call Erin Pullen and I would love to get her on a call so she can work with so-and-so, Erin would probably say yes, right? So I'm going to close the call with that. The only difference between the top earners in this profession and everyone else is they follow up and they bring people into the fold. They bring people into the family. They allow people to participate in the team, okay? And today, really, I just have a 10 follow-up challenge for you. I would just go back and reach out to 10. I know a lot of you guys have already followed up. Well, guess what? The 30 that you put in the group, the 36 that you put in the group, the 5, the 2, the 1, guess who gets another phone call from you today? They do. Oh, no, I just did it yesterday. It was Sunday. Yeah, send an additional piece of information. Send something. Send a quick voice note. Hey, I was just thinking about you today. I hope you have a great week. Would that be appropriate if I just talked to somebody yesterday and sent them a link and they didn't enroll yet? You better believe I'm going to be sending them a voice message today. Hey, I'm so glad you got the link. I saw you clicked on it. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm happy to help you get started. What might take you 15 minutes will take me 5. I hope you have a great week. Talk soon. If you have time for a quick 6-minute phone call, I'd be happy to open your account for you. Hope you have a beautiful day today. Happy Monday. I know I just talked to you yesterday, but I just wanted to check in and say I was thinking about you and I hope you're doing well. It's appropriate. Be appropriate. Okay. Be open for business. And ask them on closing questions. So it's not just follow up with 10 people, but it's ask them a closing question. Okay. And invite one person to the next event. We have events all week this week. We have opportunity calls. This team does 3 opportunity calls a week. 3. What if you honed in on your list today and you're like, I'm going to invite all 30 people and I'm going to give them an option to either listen to Nicole and Mari's group on Tuesday, Shannon's group on Wednesday, or Adrian's group on Thursday. There are 3 opportunity calls this week, not including Spark Global. 3 that you could plug people into this week. And they're all at the same time. And they're on 3opp.com. And every single one of them is going to be different every single time. We don't all say the same things. If somebody resonates, if somebody talks slower than the other person, put them on that call. If somebody talks faster and somebody's in a hurry, put them on that call, right? You know what I'm saying? Like whatever call works best, but invite them to 3. Oh, you can't do Tuesday? That's great. I've got Wednesday at 7 and Thursday at 7. Which time works best for you? Okay. So here's what I want to finish with. And I just want to ask you this question because it's Monday. Are you done yet? Or are you just getting started? Because you are one conversation away from your next customer, your next business partner, and your next rank advancement. So yeah, I'm pushing you a little bit today. We're started the week off with follow-up. We didn't start off with, hey, let's do something fun. Oh, however, follow-up is fun for me. You just never know what you're going to get. I don't know why I love human beings so much. They are crazy. Humans are crazy. It's the song. It's the country song, right? God is great. Beer is good. People are crazy. Yeah, we all are. We've all got something going on. So when you follow up, you don't know where you're going to hit them at. You just know that's your job. Okay? You're going to do your job today. All right? I'm going to hire you for one day. Today, you're hired. For every follow-up you do, that follow-up could be worth $100 to you. So how many of you guys need money? How many of you guys would like to get paid more in 3? Okay. I want you to do more. 1 follow-up is $100. 2 follow-ups is $200. This is hypothetical. I need you to put this in your mind, in your brain. Every time I follow up, that person's worth $100 to me. Really more, because if they enroll with the $1,000 pack, that's 150 PIB. I'm going off of PIBs, my friends. You just never know what you're going to get. Life's like a box of chocolates. You don't know what you're going to get until you ask. Okay? So you've got to get out there and follow up. Yeah, it's going to be an awesome week, Craig. It really is. Okay? You're one conversation away from your next customer, your next partner, your next $100, and your next rank. And I know you're not done yet because every single one of us is still looking for the right people, not by trying to convince everyone, but by being in our own power, our own personal power, our own posturing, knowing what we have, seeing the value in what we have, being confident. We are confident daters. We're not the kid in the corner hoping the girl says yes to take a dance. We're not. We're like, hey, my name's Adrianne. So excited to meet you today. Tell me more about yourself. What do you do? All right, if time and money were not a problem, what pack would you get started with today? Right? If I could show you a way to earn additional income, would you be willing to give me some of your time each week? If I were to plug you into a system and show you how to do this, would you do it? You guys, I would not be making the money that I am today if a guy named Tracy Larson didn't pull me aside, make me fill out a names list, and help me follow up with as many people as I possibly could in a 1-month period of time. That was my first $6,800 in this business. $6,800 because I had a list of over 200 names that he helped me tackle. I did not do it alone. And I followed up and I followed up and I followed up and I felt like I was crazy and I followed up and I followed up and I followed up. And some people did tell me I was crazy, mostly my family and friends, close friends, but I followed up and I followed up and I followed up until. So that's how you know you're stepping into that leadership posturing, is because nothing will stop you. Nothing will stop you from engaging. Nothing will stop you from asking. Nothing will stop you from presenting and getting people into the business, taking the order. Nothing will stop you because you know you're doing the right thing. It comes. It's an innate feeling. It doesn't mean that you're not scared. It just means that you don't quit. All right? And none of you are quitters. All right, so it's 10:30. We've spent an entire hour on a Monday. went way extra over today on follow-up because it's that important. And so we're going to go make it happen today. This call has been recorded. It is on our Legacy Makers YouTube channel if you want to rewatch it or send it to somebody else. And I'm going to go help a bunch of people follow up today, including I need to do my own 10 follow-ups. So, all right, my friends, I love you. If nobody's told you that today, you are loved. You need to go out and love on some other people. Let's grow our community. Let's grow our family. Okay, have a beautiful day, everyone. Bye-bye.